If I could tell my past self one thing and one thing only, it would be that you made the best decision of your life by choosing to study engineering. Because no other degree out there is going to allow you to build renewable, complex forms of energy, automated manufacturing tools, or 100-ton flying machines that can reach speeds exponentially faster than any animal on this planet. Engineering is no ordinary degree. No, it's not. So you got to study it the right way. This is the advice that I wish I knew as an early year engineering student. Chapter 1. Your purpose as an engineering student. All of the greatest engineers of the past who have come before us many years ago all had a purpose to serve in engineering, and they defined it themselves. They looked within and defined how they wanted to help humanity through engineering. Nikola Tesla, his purpose was to provide the whole world with AC electrical polyphase power. And guess what? The world today still uses that. My home, your home is all powered by AC electricity. The Wright brothers had the purpose to make the most efficient form, most fastest form of transportation that has ever existed. And guess what? Today we have commercial airplanes which flies us around on vacations and allows us to see our families, which is halfway across this globe. Wernher von Braun defined his purpose to be space exploration. And guess what? We got rockets today that can reach outer space, that can reach the moon, that can reach far beyond humans have ever been able to reach. We have satellites which could help us monitor the Earth's climate, that could help us monitor the weather, that could help us globally communicate as a race. I'm going to repeat this one more time. All of the greatest engineers who have come before us have defined their purpose. And had they not, we wouldn't be where we are today as humans. We wouldn't have all of this advanced technology. We wouldn't have all of these fast forms of transportation. We wouldn't have anywhere near the complex forms of power that we have today. So please, define for yourself. What is your purpose as an engineer? Do you want to save humans who are suffering from tremendous diseases through medical engineering? Do you want to save humans who are lacking limbs through biomedical engineering? Or do you want to help the environment and help the wildlife here on Earth through environmental engineering? Do you want to help slow down climate change and global warming through the energy industry? There's so many types of industries out there, like the consumer products industry, the electronics industry, so much things that you could choose from. I literally made an entire chart, which is inside of my personal program linked down below. I created this program just for students like you who actually have ambition towards engineering and wants to change the world through engineering. And I know that's you because you're watching this video. You're seeking advice from later year engineering students like myself. So go get your spot right now. The first 10 people get a 50% off discount. 50% off. And there's already 5 people inside, and I just released it a couple of weeks ago. So go get your spot right now. Engineering is serious business. So it's going to take a serious foundation. And this foundation that we speak of is your purpose. When things get tough, when there's assignments overloading you, when there's exams overloading you, and you have to pull all-nighters and you have to show up to the exam sleep deprived, the one thing that you can look to is your why. And if you don't define it, those tough periods will break you. And I don't want that for you. I don't want that for an ambitious student like yourself who is going to do great things in this world and has the potential to change the world and change the trajectory of humankind's decline. So please, I'm not going to tell you any more. Define your purpose. Chapter 2, take action. Now, once we have defined our North Star that we're going to look to in the tough times, we have to actually take action towards it. Because we can't just dream all about like, oh, I'm going to change the world through aerospace engineering and all of my work. We can't just hype it up, but not take action. So the way that you're going to take action is you're going to take initiative. You're going to literally grow a pair of balls and build projects on your own instead of just listening to your professors who's telling you, oh, just get a perfect 4.0 GPA, because that's not the right way to succeed in engineering school. Look at any job posting out there for a professional engineer. They're not looking for someone who had a 4.0 GPA in university. No, They're looking for experience. And the first way to do that while you're only an engineering student is through personal projects. You have to build it yourself. You have to take initiative. Nobody else is going to help you through this process of gaining experience. I myself have succeeded in getting an internship in the engineering industry, in my desired engineering industry, by making personal projects. I had the projects to impress the recruiters in the interview. I was so confident because all of these recruiters were looking at my projects and complimenting me on my projects. And within 2 weeks of applying for an internship, I secured 2 offers actually, one in a manufacturing technology position and one in a mechanical design engineer position. I'm now working in the engineering field, in my desired industry, the purpose that I defined, all because of personal projects. The personal projects that I made had me using skills, which was related to a mechanical design engineer, and had me making projects which was similar to the products made in the desired industry that I chose, which was the heavy duty machinery industry. So for you got to make projects which is aligned with the industry that I just told you in chapter 1 just a few minutes ago. You got to make the projects aligned with that industry, and you got to make the skills that you're using to make those projects aligned with the position that you want to get, the role, like embedded systems engineer role, or maybe you want to be an infrastructural engineer. Listen, everybody's going to tell you that you need a network, that you need design club experience, that you need to join the co-op program at your university, that you got to do research with professors, that you got to have prior industrial experience, and your dad has to be the CEO of HP or something. But none of that is needed. I didn't have any of those things that I just listed. Yeah, none of that. All I had was personal projects, and I secured an internship, the one that I'm working at right now, and I'm therefore excelling in my career. And I'm only a 3rd-year engineering student. So please take action, take initiative. And once again, the program link down below has me guiding you on making those projects, those baseline level of experience projects that is going to build you towards an internship. And that internship is therefore going to build you towards the career that you defined. Chapter 3, integrity. This is the most important chapter throughout the entire video. You can choose which path you want to take. You can take the right actions towards it. But if you don't do it the right way, if you don't do it in a humane, ethical, full of integrity way, then I don't respect you. I don't respect you one bit. Because engineers are people that build a large, complex shit. Engineers tinker with science itself, the code of the universe. And if you act unethically by cheating throughout exams, cheating on assignments, and abusing AI to do all of the work for you, then I don't fucking respect you. Get the fuck out of here. Now, don't get me wrong. AI can be a useful tool, but when you abuse it to the point that it's doing all the work for you, this whole 4-year degree for you that you paid thousands of dollars for, then you're not a true engineer once you graduate, because you're full of lies. All of the assignments that you completed, all of the exams that you completed, all of the A's that you got, all of the passing grades that you got is all built off of lies. Built off of the work of a robot. You don't know shit about engineering if you cheat your way through it. So please act ethically. And you might think that, oh, it's no big deal. It's no big deal to cheat in university, right? Most of the concepts that you learn isn't even going to be applicable anyways. But you're wrong. When you wire your brain to cheat in university, you're wiring your brain to be an unethical engineer after graduation. Because when it comes time to cut costs, you're gonna have to make the decision whether to do maintenance on a part or not. And you're gonna choose not to do the maintenance because you want to reduce cost. And therefore, that lack of maintenance is gonna cause someone to get injured or even killed. It has happened so much in the modern day even. Like this past year alone, the Gambir Bridge, the Liar building, they all collapsed. 3 months ago, the UPS cargo airplane that crashed because of a faulty engine failure. All of these things still happen today. These were all in the past fucking year. And if you look deeper into it, to the more disastrous engineering disasters, like the Bhopal gas tragedy or the Sampung department store tragedy, There were thousands of lives taken due to engineers' mistakes. And hey, engineers are going to make mistakes. But the more unethical you are, the more deadly those mistakes will be. So please, please, from the bottom of my fucking heart, act ethically. Humanity depends on the work of engineers. My future bloodline, my future grandkids will depend on the work of engineers like you. I'm not just shouting at this camera just to be polarizing on the internet. This is actually coming from my fucking heart. Look at my face. You can see the emotion that I'm showing. Nobody else is going to say this on the engineering section of YouTube but me. Nobody's going to tell you the truth but me. Look, I've fucking sworn so much times during these videos. I'm being raw and unfiltered because I want the next generation of engineering students to act with honesty. That's all I got to say for this video. In summary, you got to define your purpose as an engineering student that you're going to fulfill after graduating. Number 2, you got to take action towards that purpose. And 3, you got to take action towards your purpose in the right way, with integrity, with honesty. Cheating is much more serious than the fact of oh, if you cheat, you're only cheating yourself. And that's a bit true for most of the time. But for engineering students, you not only cheat yourself, but you cheat me, you cheat your family, you cheat this entire human race, because engineers are the people that affect humanity the most. All right? So please take into account what I said throughout this video, those 3 things that I just listed. Get your spot in the link that I mentioned down below, which will be 10 or 50% off for the first 10 people. So I can't wait to see you inside. I'll see you next time. Good luck throughout your degree.